Dan Riker, Jeff Grubb.
Hello.
Mike Minotti.
Hey, this is Curse Crackers for Whom the Belle Toils. This is a cute little 2D platformer for PC and Switch, I believe. I think we've all been playing a bit of this. I am the furthest since I am the most pro gamer, so I'm going to go ahead and pilot this one. Yeah. So
this feels really good. I think Grubb sold me on it as the Mario 64 moveset in a 2D platformer, and I was sold.
Yeah, and the most Mario thing you do is this, that kind of long jump, right? You get a lot of momentum and speed off of that, so that's very Mario 64 style.
And she's got kind of like a backflip sort of high jump if you duck, and those are the main ones. There's no side jump, but her jump is so kinetic anyhow, it basically feels like a side jump.
Right.
Well, it's interesting because it doesn't, in the first world, go over that really. There's no explicit tutorial thing until the second world, but it is just kind of intuitive. I found myself using it and figuring it out super easily before it actually teaches you.
Can Metroid crawl? Yep. And then the big thing here is you have this bell, who toils, I suppose, and this is kind of like your projectile. It'll sort of bounce around unless you touch it, or you can also just recall it with the Y button. It's kind of your main melee attack. You can also kind of bounce off of it like that. Whee! You can use that to reach some higher areas. Yeah. This is a cute little game. I'm a big fan of the Game Boy Color aesthetic it's going for here. Yes. I love that seems to be a thing with this. Amina the Hollower coming out now. That's good stuff.
Yeah, something about the sprite size and look of this reminds me of Little Nemo the Dream Master. It's a Capcom NES game that people don't talk about enough. It's very good.
Yeah, that was a good game. I never played it at the time. I played it since then. I had a good time with it. It's reminding me of a lot of things. I mean, obviously, there's Shovel Knight is the most recent thing where it's we're trying to do a throwback, but be its own thing and be more kinetic and have a lot more going on. But I was saying, the level design reminded me of Tiny Toon Adventures, which is why I'm yes. Some of the more simplistic levels we've had, I'm that's totally okay, especially since you're doing such a cool thing and you feel so bouncy and fast. It actually works. But Mike, you said these are the pro gamer levels, right?
This is actually one of the normal levels. I've unlocked some pro gamer levels. I'll show you in a bit.
Okay, exciting.
One of the things you can collect, I don't know what for, but I've been collecting these swords every now and then. I'm not sure what. There's almost maybe a little too much of the collectibles for me. I'd almost be happier just running and jumping and getting on with it a little bit. But instead, you kind of have to pause and look around, see if there's something to collect. Oops, I'm dead.
The bouncing that you're doing off the enemies, though, is you're not doing anything extra there. That's just what the bounce off the enemies looks like, and it feels really good as well.
It feels very good. You can see, on some enemies, it kills them. Some of them, they're too big. You just kind of bounce off of them.
But it gives you that brief moment where you can kind of redirect, and you never feel super out of control.
Yep.
And there's kind of a Souls-like thing with dying where I'm able to collect some of my money again.
Right. And obviously that's Soulsborne, but because it's this game, it's reminded me of Shovel Knight, which did that exact same thing.
You know what else does it? It's a good game is Hollow Knight did a similar thing, yeah.
I've never heard anyone say that's a good game. That's weird.
No, it's a game.
Yeah, sure. We'll give it that much.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, but here we go. There's
you did this to yourself.
I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I do it.
Didn't Rogue Legacy also have that kind of floating bags thing when you go back?
Yeah. Yes.
You'll have these challenge rooms where you just have to break these tokens in the order that their number says. So pretty straightforward.
But
I've not found these to be too difficult necessarily.
No,
but I'm also not as far as you.
Yeah, and once I realized it's okay, as long as I'm doing it in order, I can kind of do whatever. I can land on the ground and it's fine. Take my time.
You don't have to do it all in one big
combo
thing.
Yeah, it's not a Tony Hawk combo. Yeah.
I always do appreciate it when a game is going for that NES aesthetic and it seems like it's made by people who actually played NES games, because a lot of times I just see indie platformers and stuff that are okay, you're just going for general pixels here, that look, whereas there's a specific NES aesthetic, and this feels pretty close to me, although the color palette is almost more like a Super Game Boy game,
it's Super Game Boy Color to me is what by Super Game Boy Color I mean that's what it screams to me the most, Shantae,
I can see that,
Wario Land, that's what I'm really getting from this.
Yeah.
I was really close that time, and then I blew it somehow. Okay, that's not good.
There you go.
No, I did that poorly. We're going to do this. I hope you're all ready for 20 minutes of this now.
Yeah, let's go.
Never been more ready.
No,
you guys ever see Tin Cup?
No.
The whiskey brand?
It's the Kevin Costner golf movie where he he's a hustler sort of golfer, and he gets in a rivalry with someone who's on the PGA Tour. And the movie ends with him like going for it, like he goes for the really tough shot and he misses. And like that's the big climax is he misses, and then he just goes for it like 10 more times. And by the end, no one cares about who wins. They just care that he actually gets it on the green and with this really hard shot, even though he's gonna lose now, even though he was about to win. So Mike, this is your 10 cup.
This is my yeah. It's beginning to feel like that. Actually, we might actually just give this one more try, then we'll move on for our lives.
Is that Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie as well? Is that pushing 10? I'm thinking of pushing 10.
Yes, you're pushing 10. Yes, that's. But honestly, like I think who is it? It's the guy from Miami Vice, the white guy, not the black guy. What's his name? And then
David Foster Wallace.
Sure, David Foster Wallace. Yes, and then Gina Davis, I think. No,
right,
something like that.
One more try for real.
Rene Russo.
Rene Russo. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Thomas Crown Affair is Rene Russo.
Sure. Yes.
Oh, Don Johnson. Oh, yeah.
Don Johnson. There we go.
Yeah.
This is because I said I was a pro gamer, isn't it, God? Is that why you did this?
It's because you said you were a programmer in a quick look. This is the quick look curse. You're talking about a game and playing it, and now you are on tilt. It's just what happens.
I have not had trouble with a single one of these rooms. The entire time I played this stupid game.
Literally, it's just as soon as you start recording a quick look, it's what happens.
Grab the stupid loop-de-loop. Oh,
Mitch, you're not going to be able to move on until you do this.
Yeah, now you have to do it.
All right.
Remember how when you came in here, I said they're not so challenging, and then this happened?
Yeah, you literally said that. Okay, this is a good start.
Yeah, just take a deep breath here.
Oh my God. Here, just go over there. Okay.
Maybe we have to get back on there. Don't forget.
No, just do that. Just throw
it. Okay.
There. God.
There you go. Wow.
So I get
it was kind of cheap. You should do it again.
Yeah, how about no? Get like a red coin for doing that. I don't know what they do. Don't know what they do.
No jumping. That was jumping's for cowards.
I do wonder if, I don't know if this game will get big enough to have any kind of speedrunning community, but if it does, it'd be, I bet there'd be some real fast runs through levels.
I bet there eventually will be like a marathon speedrun of this at Games Done Quick. And I will be very excited about that. Because, yeah, the movement is just so fast-paced and cool-looking.
Yeah. And, I know there's a lot of games out this year, but a lot of them are very big RPGs. I think this is going to be something of a nice palate cleansers for people in between those real quick.
Yeah, it did come out on Steam last year. This is its Switch release.
It came out on Steam last year. I didn't even realize that.
Yes.
I saw it was on Steam. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, as I'm simultaneously playing Starfield and Armored Core 6, this is definitely a welcome respite from those.
Agreed. Like, same exact thing here. Those are the three I'm playing as well.
It's a nice game. You watch me play, you know what this is. You get it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're probably pretty close to a boss fight. Oh,
all right.
Look at that. Look at that big old Mega Man 2 looking boss.
Yeah.
I was scared.
No, Mike, that's not... You'd fall there.
I can do this, don't worry.
You have to have courage, Mike.
Yeah, I don't have much of that. I think I outed
Yoshi's
myself.
Island boss fight, where it's the big ghost and the potted plant, and you just got to shove it over the edge.
Oh, yeah. I like that
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
like any sort of boss fight where it's like, what if I just did this very simple thing and it works?
Yeah. Whenever I see a big boss fight like this, I think of Joe and Mac.
Oh, God.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I was a big Joe and Mac kid.
Yeah, huge T-Rexes, yeah.
Yeah, big eyeballs.
Yeah, I loved it.
The boss fights aren't necessarily jokes either, which I like. They can't
and they usually have like one interesting thing you need to do either with your jumping or with your little ghosty boo guy to figure out how to pull it off, and I appreciate that.
You get a good rhythm to it.
Yep.
It's been pretty strict to the rule of threes since I've been playing.
Yes, it has.
I was gonna
good moves. That's a sad frog.
What do you make that frog cry?
Yeah, frogs are jerks.
Well,
oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Frogs are adorable.
But so I did
Hey, Mitch.
Yo.
Would you rather put a small frog in your mouth, chew it, and swallow it, or an apple?
I guess an apple, Dan. I guess an apple.
Okay.
I guess as opposed to that absolutely disgusting scenario. Yeah, you got me.
I had to test them. All right, you passed. You passed the test. Good work.
So at some point, I found a secret exit, and I've unlocked this. And there's one over there to the left. I don't know how to unlock this, but this is secret levels. These are harder, actually.
I remember like Super Meat Boy did some stuff like this.
Yeah, totally. So where I ended up spending all my time in Super Meat Boy, pretty much. It's like I found one of those. And, yeah, that was real hard.
levels are in fact more difficult. Whoops, but they're fun. Actually, kind of like these a bit more because, especially, it was better by the levels I was at. I did feel like the first two worlds were almost like a little too simple, and I get you got to ramp up a little bit, but I was kind of like, all right, let's get on with it.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean.
For crying out loud.
I forgot what I was gonna ask.
You're gonna ask me what those coins are even for. Why do I even need coins in a game
Mike,
like
you have
this?
872 coins. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a little weird. There are shops in the overworld. You can buy some things. None of them. Well, oh, that's right. Now I remember. Actually, this level, I found out I needed a key. I was here before, and I had to go buy a key somewhere. Which I think that's a little weird. I got to like the end of this level, and there was a keyhole, and I was like,
yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that. Now I don't even remember which one of these kind of like fake shop things had a keyhole. The item system in general, I don't know about. Oh, this is the school. This is tutorial.
Yeah, I think in a platformer, if you're in a level, for the most part, like 98% of the time, everything that is in that level should be accessible by gathering something else in that level.
Yes, 100%.
Like, I don't think I should have to bring a power up for like another stage to even do like a secret exit. In most cases, like occasionally, I'm okay with that, but very rarely.
I mean, like Mario World did a couple where it's like, oh, for this Star Road thing, you want to bring a Baby Yoshi. Or, you're like, well, no, because you couldn't bring Baby Yoshi. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean,
no, there was definitely one or two in Super Mario World where you have to like have a power up that you carried over from another.
Maybe I
stage.
missed something.
But only for secret exits. Like, oh, I need to bring this feather here.
Maybe I just missed something. Maybe there is a way to get a key within this level, and I just
All right, let's find out.
it. But I have a key
There's a
now.
big key in your top right up there.
Because I just bought it while you were talking about something.
Oh, okay, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I noticed. All right. See if I can. Here we go. And there's like a button you hold down to run to do that. Here it is. Where's that goober? Wee. Okay,
I'm never gonna stop thinking about Jam playing Starfield or playing Tears of the Kingdom during the Starfield quick look.
I love it. I respect
it so much. It's so good.
There we go.
Yep.
He's got no chance, by the way. He said he got 3 temples done. There's no chance.
He's got some chance. It just depends on like how he chooses to spend his time during travel.
Do you think he wants secretly to shave his head?
I thought that was the thing
he
all
does.
along. He's been talking about it forever. This is just his excuse.
Yeah.
It'll feel really good, I'm sure.
You heard him.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, his significant other won't like it, and he has to do it because it was a bet for work.
Mm-hmm.
He's working, brother.
He's working.
I like the feeling of having a shaved head. I was not like the choice was made for me as a man who started balding.
Sure.
But I would not go back.
I would. I wish I had hair.
Yeah, Dan, I really appreciate that copium. That was great stuff. But when I buzzed my hair after having it long hair for more than 10 years, it felt incredible.
Yeah, it feels really good.
I mean, it didn't feel great when Mike was cutting it. That felt like a hatchet job. But when the real barber came in, that was good.
Wait, it was a loop? Wait, this is new. Okay, because this is the thing I got before. So she wants me to give her a spicy pepper so that she can make something for me that I assume will help me break these fire blocks.
Right.
So you have to have an item up in that slot there, right?
Right, but she's going to make the item. But to make the item, I have to give her a
There's almost
pepper.
like adventure game elements to this. This is okay.
A little bit. Like, I haven't come across a lot of this. And maybe I missed the pepper back here somewhere. Oh, shit. I don't think so, though. Let's see. There we go. Now.
Well, I mean, okay, if these are the more difficult stages, and they're like requiring more of you. I think I probably still would prefer if they were all platforming, but
yeah,
like if this is relegated to a side track, I'm okay with that to a certain extent.
Yeah. Again, in general, I think the game would benefit from being almost more straightforward. But I'm just gonna go back to the original level track now. Then that we're gonna call.
I was
that a wash.
surprised at the amount of story it was trying to shove in there.
Well, especially very early on. And the funny thing is, I'm this many levels in. None of that stuff they're talking about in the beginning with like a deity making like the 7 other deities, and the one deity was like a mean deity. I said deity.
Did I skip that?
Did you skip that? Yeah. I'm sure you did. Very long.
I'm like, I remember the lady stealing her boyfriend, but there's deities? All right.
Was this like a Lost Forest level now? Okay.
Man,
it's the Lost Woods, Mike.
You still said deity a lot.
Yeah, King DDD.
DDD.
Okay. Well, I have some of these. Let's see what this is now. It's not fall toward that. Okay.
You guys ever play Totally Rad?
Totally Rad. No.
On NES?
No, I don't think so.
Weirdly reminding me of that for some reason.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna follow where when I see this laughing child pointing. I think I should just follow wherever it is pointing.
I do that whenever I see a laughing child pointing.
Yeah, it's important.
Like pointing to a lake and I jump in there.
Right. I mean, otherwise the witch is going to curse you, so you're making the right choice there.
Yes.
Right, I'm
Man,
sure
video games used to have great titles. Totally Rad. You could just call a game Totally Rad.
Hell yeah.
In the
Tubin.
1980s.
Tubin.
Tubin.
Now Tubin means something else, and that's
Yeah,
a Jeffrey
that's it.
Tubin reference, everybody, which is very timely, and I'm sure everyone gets that.
Okay, so here's this again.
Oh, is that the masturbating newsman?
It's the masturbating newsman. Thank you, Dan. Hey, I'm actually very happy you got it. Thank you.
This
There
is
we
a good
go.
sign because I bet now I'll be able to buy one of these just later and bring it into the other level, I guess. Here we're gonna actually make one of these.
Do you think his lower third says masturbating newsman now?
I mean, it does whenever I look at the screen, and my brain might be compensating, but yeah.
He came back, right? That's got to be
he's-
no one's gonna forget that.
He's still just working on CNN, and like that, those coworkers are the ones he masturbated in front of. So
Wow, that's
I
gotta
wouldn't
be
want
the
to
most
work with
awkward
people I
thing.
accidentally masturbated in front of.
Yeah, I know.
anyways.
That's a big thing that I would wish would never happen.
What do you think is the etymology of the word masturbate? That's a long
Great
word
question.
for like such a simple.
So like, okay, so
thing.
masticate is to chew. Can we work backwards
Really?
from there?
I don't
Yeah.
think. No, then what is mast?
All right, don't disregard that sudden cut from us talking about Tubin to me being in a completely different level.
Honestly, as long as we have Tubin, I'm fine.
we have
You
Tubin.
lost about 25 minutes of Mitch realizing that I'm actually beating him in Neon White.
You shut
Yeah,
up.
it's
Why
not
did you
even a
bring it
joke.
up? We finally
It's
lost
weird
that to the
he lost
ether.
that. It's weird that he lost that part where he checked the leaderboard and it showed that I was actually better than him.
He's not. He's a liar.
Interesting. He
hasn't-
never loses any video except for when he looks bad there.
he's not-
Interesting.
You're so obviously an unfunny liar. Hey, look, it's one of those swords in the background. You're so obviously an unfunny liar. You're not even anywhere near me. Not even in
Grubb's
20
laughing.
minutes.
I'm
I'm 57. He's like 200 now.
He's just a liar. Yes, this is Cursed Crackers for Whom the Belle Toils. Fun little
It's on Switch.
platformer. It's on Switch. Thank you, Jeff, Dan. All right, I'll thank you too.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Mike.
Bye.
Bye.